Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Tinubu proposed alliance with Buhari as far back as 2011. Tunde Bakare. Hello, everybody. Pastor Tunde Bakare, one of the person who was a vice president when Buhari also contested for presidency some time ago and did not win. He's speaking about Tinubu's relationship with Buhari, that it did not just start in 2015. The alliance has started a long time ago. The Southwest, the whole of the South particularly, are very upset with the person of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu used his money and his influence to impose Buhari on us. Some of the things he did was, spending his money, besides spending his money, convincing the whole of the South, Southwest, Southeast, that Buhari was a good person after they have brought in, people who were good in manipulation of human mind. And what did these people do? They really worked on Nigerians' mind in the sense that they rebranded Buhari, courtesy of Tinubu, to bring Buhari to us. And today, he's the president. Let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Tinubu proposed alliance with Buhari as far back as 2011, Pastor Tunde Bakare. President Muhammadu Buhari, destined and my destiny kissed on October 1st, 1984. We had not met at the time. I just had been fired from work. 2 months before my wedding, I was fired on September 24th, 1984. I got married on November 24, 1984. I was so grieved that after 2 months before my wedding, I was fired for confronting my boss that he was a member of an occult group. What would I do? I went to church and my pastor, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, asked me to start my own chamber. I told him that it was not possible because of private practice descent, which said you must have spent 5 years as an approach before you enter or start your own. I had not fulfilled that, but he's told me to go and pray about it. I went to pray about it and told God and to tell me what next to start my chamber. So I started on October the 1st. I said God and Pastor E. Adeboye missed it because they both didn't know the law of the land. But I have learned to obey God. I asked my best man when I got married, Femi Fatobi, to come and pray with me. We prayed overnight for September 30th to October the 1st. But when we woke up, we were watching TV and General Muhammadu Buhari came on television to say that the private practice descent has been dissolved. I prayed for him as if I have met him before. He was eventually overthrown and our paths never crossed again. I came into the ministry and one of those who had attended my church Sunday school in Baptist Church where I gave my life to Christ, Tokumbo Afeyomi, was the person who brought Buhari to my office. Buhari was the ANPP presidential candidate when they came. He said Buhari was meeting with pastors so that they will not put the tuba of an Islam fundamentalist on him. So he wanted pastors to associate with him. I took him, Buhari, to my inner office and said to him that the Spirit of God impressed on me that he wouldn't win the presidency in 2007, but if he keep on trying, he would win. He left and our paths did not cross again. One thing led to another, and God showed me some revelations that led to the foundation of Save Nigeria Group, SNG. The day that I led a march in Abuja, Professor Wole Soyinka stood to my right, Femi Falani to my left, and with my two daughters behind me. President Muhammadu Buhari was coming from the other side and in an SUV with 3 others. They were going to the Senate. They jointly signed the letter that the Senate should follow the Constitution. He saw me and said, "Is that not Pastor Tunde Bakare?" President Muhammadu Buhari later said it was that day he made up his mind that I would be his running mate at SNG. We agreed and with the political class. We had engaged former President Goodluck Jonathan. We had engaged Atiku Abubakar. We engaged him, Buhari, also, and he told him, you lost election in 2003, 2007. You are about to lose in 2011 because there was no balance of terrain, and I didn't mean violence. We said to him that you don't really have the inroad of the Southwest. The way Nigeria is structured, you cannot win the presidential election except there is a handshake between the North and the South. I was in Spain when the call came, and I should get on and become the vice presidential candidate. I was so excited. I gave in and I came home. I took him to Abuja to meet with them, and they met a couple of times, but something happened. They dropped him. They called me again, and I met with Pastor Adeboye to give me Obi Ezekwolu. I called her to run with President Buhari. She refused. But Pastor Iya Adeboye told me Bakare would need a strong, Buhari would need a strong Christian to be his running mate. I said to him that Obi was strong too. He said no, adding that she must not leave certainly for necessary. She was working at the World Bank then. So I sent for the current Minister of Trade and Industry, Naye Adebayo, that I would like him to take the opportunity. Before this time, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has sent Lai Mohammed to me that I should preside Buhari, stay with him to run on the platform of the Action Congress AC before it became Action Congress of Nigeria ACN. But when we went to Buhari, we asked him who would be his running mate. He said the greatest grassroots mobilizer in the Southwest. I said I couldn't break a I couldn't back a Muslim ticket, so we left that. I sent Ife to go to the current vice president. I asked him to tell Osibanjo that he should run with Buhari for 2011. When all that failed, those I assembled to work with me as Arrowhead, Donald, El-Rufai, Obi, Jim, Lawa, Fola, Ngozi, and we are all determined to bring in good governance to our nation, but not just activists. We were meeting regularly, but we ended the meeting because we had no candidate on January 15, 2011 at as 12 noon. My phone rang. It was President Buhari. He said, Pastor, I have prayed the way I know how to pray, and I want you to pray also. I want you to be my running mate. I said to him, thank you, but no thanks, because I have given my words to those arrowheads, those I mentioned, that I will never seek an elective office or join the political party. He said I should pray about it and call him in 7 hours. But I didn't call him. I called Pastor Iya Adeboye and informed him. He said that was it, and that he already said Buhari needs a strong Christian. He said, I am the man and I must go then. I consulted and agreed on the last day to become his running mate. Of course, we didn't win the election. There is something called destiny. I am not one to hide under the umbrella of one finger and make ambition look like vision. I will not camouflage. It's not a matter of life or death, but you can write it down. As the Lord live, as the Lord live, and as I'm given the opportunity, the day will come when Joe Biden and I will be president, and I will be the president of Nigeria. There is no freedom anywhere in the world. There must be freedom with boundaries. I am not saying curtail. Then we can use social media we can't use social media in Nigeria, but there is no nation where there is no boundaries. Look at the pictures of a dream that was staged somewhere else, and we use that same to say soldiers have killed protesters. These things can create trouble, but we cannot be dormant or out of touch with reality. So that's the account of Tunde Bakare. What do you think? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.